done. And it says Democrats are scrambling to define a new plan to boost the economy as unemployment hurdles toward double digits. After months of insisting that talk of another stimulus package was premature. Just don't call the as yet unwritten new proposal stimulus, they insist. You know, Shakespeare said a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. They're talking about another stimulus bill. And everybody in this country knows that the $787 billion stimulus, and with interest it's over $1 trillion, did not work. The president said that unemployment would not go over 8%. It's over 9.5% right now. And the Democrats are scared to death it's going to go to 10%, so they're coming up with another plan, stimulus, to get the economy moving so there won't be any more unemployment. It won't work. It won't work just taking government money and throwing it at the problem. It creates more deficits, going to cause more inflation down the road, going to cause higher taxes, but it's not going to create jobs. The thing that creates jobs is giving Americans more disposable income in their paychecks. The thing that creates jobs is for businessmen and industry people to have more money so they can buy more equipment, more plants, so they can produce more products that people can buy. And then the employee, because they have more money, because their taxes have been lowered, can buy it. That's what Ronald Reagan knew. Ronald Reagan cut taxes when he came in, and we were in a very bad economic time back in the early 80s. A lot of people don't remember that, but they were very bad coming out of the Carter administration. So he came in and they said, you gotta raise taxes, you gotta throw money at it. And he said he thought we ought to do just the opposite. We ought to give people some of their money back by lowering taxes. We ought to give business and industry some of their money back so they could invest more, and that would create a rising tide that would raise all boats. And you know what? It did. And it created the longest period of economic expansion in the history of this country. Now today, the president wants to solve the problem by taking taxpayers' money, raising taxes, coming up with new programs that are spending billions of dollars, and then throwing money at it. It will not work. If they come up with another stimulus package and they throw all this money at it that we don't have, we'll have to print more, and we'll have inflation because of it, and they'll raise taxes, then the unemployment rate will continue to rise because people won't have disposable income to spend, and many of them will be losing their jobs because business people will be cutting back and laying people off or going offshore. The fact of the matter is, raising taxes right now, throwing more taxpayers' money that we don't have at the problem, will not solve it. The thing that will solve it, if I were talking to the president, and I hope maybe someday he'll be listening, is, Mr. President, cut taxes on the individual. Cut taxes on business and industry. Give us more disposable income, and people will buy products. And when they buy products, we'll create products. And when we create products, we'll create jobs. That's the answer. Ronald Reagan knew it, but President Obama doesn't. But maybe he'll get the message before long. Where we're heading right now is toward a socialist economy, a government-run socialist economy, like Europeans are doing. It hasn't worked there. It won't work here. Mr. Obama, Mr. President, if I were talking to him, I hope he'll listen. Cut taxes. Do what Ronald Reagan did, and you'll solve the problem. I yield back the balance of my time.
Ms. Capter from Ohio.